emotional intelligence is just so important.
I
to
understand
me,
that.
you being mindful of just who you are, your behaviors, your traumas, your triggers. Are you in therapy?
That's a good one.
Are you kind,
Oh, Cory, I love, how are you navigating this life now? You're a single father and keeping it, positive with the kids. How you doing this?
Just love. Everything starts and ends with love,
Yeah.
And we a family, you know what I'm saying? We're a family. No matter what people say, I block out the noise. At least I block out all the noise. And, my kids is gonna live to see all this one day.
And what I realized is loneliness and solitude are two different things.
Totally.
So, yes, of course, there was this moment in time, 2 years ago, where I just felt really alone. But I don't feel that way anymore because I have me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that really is the best connection and relationship that you can have.
Can somebody please remind Tia Mowry she don't need to scream to the whole world that she's happy if she really is? Because the streets are buzzing, and word is Tia allegedly broke down the moment whispers spread about Cory Hardwick's brand new wife and baby. Now that's messy. Some even claim there's a secret voice note floating around, one that might catch Tia snapping in real time. On the surface, it looks like classic ex-wife drama. Woman salty, man moved on, pride bruised. But this ain't light tea. We're talking about America's sitcom sweetheart allegedly spiraling like she's back in high school. For months, Tia's been pushing the "I'm free, I'm healed, I'm glowing" storyline. The Instagram captions, the reels, the soft smiles, all designed to sell a picture-perfect glow-up. But behind the curtains, the whispers say sis still been watching Cory's every move. Still want him back, but way too proud to admit it. Let's be real, this isn't just gossip. It's giving full-blown soap opera. Because the polished image and the block chatter don't line up. And when that happens, you know there's more to the story. Scroll through her feed, and you'd swear Tia's floating on clouds, sipping matcha, vibing to Erykah Badu, living her best soft life. But the streets? They're saying the real story don't look nothing like that Instagram shine. The brand demands a sitcom sweetheart, the wholesome twin, the safe family girl next door. No company wants a bitter ex-wife. So her team keeps polishing, but the whispers paint a different picture. Allegedly, Tia been crashing out in private, and it's not giving Zen at all. Now Cory? He's not being painted as a villain. Not at all. In fact, the streets say he's a prize. He leveled up, moved on, kept it cool while Tia's been performing peace online and spiraling behind closed doors. Forget the media split screen of Tia, the glow-up queen. In the real group chats, the real barbershops, folks are saying it straight. She fumbled a good man and can't let it go. And if that alleged voice note leaks, no spin, no captions. Just raw receipts proving what people have been suspecting since day one. But let's line up the dots, because this meltdown didn't just appear out the blue. Go back to 2022, when Tia dropped that divorce bomb. She hit socials with perfectly lit carousels, polished smiles, and Pinterest-ready captions about choosing happiness and self-love. Fans cheered her on at first. Yes, sis, choose you. But the streets? They were side-eyeing from day one, because those breakup pics looked less like heartbreak and more like a rollout. And the rollouts didn't stop. The single era came quick. Thirst traps, goofy TikToks, I'm so free clips. But instead of feeling fun, it started reading like a midlife crisis on display. Of course, she had the right to wild out and reinvent herself. But the energy felt more like trying to prove she was winning instead of actually living it. The vibe was loud, but the energy was off. Even in interviews, when Cory's name came up, she laughed it off. But fans saw it. The laugh was forced. The smile was tight. The pain slipped through the cracks. And that's why this alleged voice note hits different. It feels like all those cracks are finally adding up to the big break. Cory's been cool, quiet, private, keeping his business tucked. Then boom, he pops out with a new wife and a baby. And suddenly Tia's the one looking pressed, not healed. The streets started connecting the patterns, and the pattern is clear. Tia got a thing for attention. Post after post feeding the blogs, cryptic captions, oversharing, moments that feel more like PR stunts than personal healing. That ain't nothing wrong with posting your life. But when every other clip screams, "I'm good without him," you don't need a therapist to see maybe she's not. So when this alleged voice note surfaced, nobody was shocked. It fits the script. First came the breakup carousel, then the glow-up era, and now allegedly the meltdown tape. Same playbook, louder chapter. And if that audio really leaks, no more filters, no more captions. Just Tia raw, exposed, and proving the streets right all along. But before we clown her, let's be fair. 14 years with Cory ain't no fling. That's a lifetime built together. 2 kids. Hollywood grind. Family built from scratch. That kind of history don't vanish just because Instagram says self-love. And even if she pulled the plug on the marriage, that doesn't mean she don't miss the man. Her pain might not be about clout. It might just be human. Because losing that much history, that's going to sting no matter what captions you post. And think about the optics. Cory disappeared after the split. He moved quiet, said nothing, played the background. Meanwhile, Tia carried the whole public image. She had to be the smiling one, the graceful one, the one teaching lessons about love and loss. While he stayed silent, she had performed strength. And maybe that performance finally cracked. Maybe the whispers and the leaks are proof that behind the polished glow-up, Tia Mowry is still battling the very real pain of losing Cory Hardrick. That's pressure. Cory got to vanish, heal in silence, then pop back out with shiny new wife and a baby. Meanwhile, Tia had to stay polished, smiling for the cameras, playing the role of the unbothered queen. And if you look at it that way, maybe she earned the right to snap behind closed doors. Maybe that alleged voice note was the first time she dropped the mask, the first time she let herself be messy instead of perfect. But here's the twist. If she really did go off, and if that note ever leaks, it flips the whole script. Tia stops looking like the strong mama bear and starts looking like the bitter ex. And once the internet smells blood, it's over. Her glow-up story collapses, her brand gets messy, and the same crowd that clapped for her choosing happiness will clown her, saying, "See, she still wants him." That's the danger she's facing. Because Tia's entire brand has been built on grace, balance, and being unshakable. But all it takes is one messy slip, one hint of desperation, and years of polish crumble overnight. Instead of the queen who moved on, she becomes the ex-wife who fumbled. And that's not a crown you can fix with an Instagram caption. That's the gamble right here. Either people see a woman finally cracking after holding it all in too long, or they see a woman exposed, unable to live the peace she's been preaching. And let's be honest, either way, both sides messy. Both sides point to the same truth. Maybe the grass wasn't so green on the other side after all. This is bigger than a rumor, bigger than a salty audio clip floating around. This is Tia Mowry's legacy on the line. Don't forget, she ain't just some influencer wilding out for clicks. This is Tia from Sister, the twin who grew up on our TVs, the one who built a family and carried herself as a polished, wholesome one for 3 decades. But all it takes is one slip, one note, one unfiltered meltdown, and suddenly that classy twin crown is sliding off her head. If that audio is real, and if it's what the whispers say, Tia spazzing, salty, maybe even begging about Cory's new wife, you already know what comes next. The internet will rip her apart. TikToks, memes, edits comparing her "I'm healed, I'm glowing" post to the meltdown audio. Brutal. And through it all, Cory don't even gotta say a word. He walks away looking like the one who leveled up, who moved on, who built new happiness, while she looks stuck in the past, pressed and unraveling. And here's the wild part. This saga isn't even finished. The street's still buzzing about that voice note. Every day, folks get louder, waiting for it to drop. It's like a ticking time bomb hanging over Tia's head. If it leaks, everything shifts overnight. If it doesn't, the mystery alone keeps her name spinning in the blogs. Think about it. Tia's been stacking this glow-up image for years, building her brand deals, keeping her feed flawless, selling soft life reels, staying the wholesome twin America grew up with. But right now, her legacy is hanging on one thing, a single audio clip. One file could erase 3 decades of polish and rebrand her as the bitter ex who can't let go. That's the kind of label you don't shake, no matter how many affirmations or matcha reels you post. Meanwhile, Cory's playing chess while she looks stuck on checkers. He's silent, calculated, moving in peace while the streets do the talking. Every second Tia looks flustered. Cory looks stronger, more composed, more unbothered. And the internet? They love to crown a winner in breakups. Which means this is officially a waiting game. Will the audio drop and tip the crown off Tia's head? Or will she hold the line and ride the storm without losing everything she built? Either way, this is bigger than divorce now. This is about reputation, about brand power, about who really controls the narrative. That's Tia's nightmare scenario. The whole globe collapsing, her brand crumbling, and the internet flipping her from America's sweetheart into America's messy ex-wife. But there's still one play left. If Tia gets ahead of the leak, if she laughs at herself and admits, "Yeah, I snapped. I'm human. I hurt. I'm still healing," then suddenly the story shifts. Because let's be real, everybody's had that one ex they couldn't let go of, that one voicemail, that one text they wish they never sent. If Tia frames it like that, she goes from bitter to relatable. Fans love when celebs drop the filters and get real. Vulnerability sells. But here's the sting, the irony. For years, people said Cory was the lucky one, the quiet actor married to the star. But now, the table's flipped. He's the one looking peaceful, remarried, raising a baby, while Tia looks like the one stuck in the past. And the comparisons are already rolling. Mariah Carey with Nick Cannon, Toni Braxton with Birdman, Wendy Williams unraveling after Kevin Hunter. The pattern is the same. When a woman who seemed to have it all starts cracking, the culture eats it alive. That's what's at stake here. Either Tia weathers the storm, reclaims her crown, and spins this into a comeback, or she gets stamped as the ex who couldn't let go to the end of the day her legacy. 30 years of being the polished twin, the classy star, the sweetheart, is dangling by a thread. And the cruel twist? She spent years telling the world she was free. But if that leak is real, it proves she might still be trapped. Not by Cory, but by her own pride. That don't forget to like, share, comment, and of course, subscribe to Public Secrets.